What's up, guys? All right, injuries for today. Nick Martin still in the protocol. Jordan Elliott, knee, won't practice. Burford, knee, ankle, won't practice. Ricky Purcell, knee, ankle, won't practice. Bethune, ankle limited. Samo, ankle limited. Yetur, hamstring limited. Renardo Green, neck limited. That's it.
Kendricks.
He's good to go. Oh, he's on practice squad, so we don't have to say, right?
So
I'll give it to you guys. He's limited too.
he is good to go.
Yes. Yeah, he'll practice.
Looked at towards the end of the game that Jennings took a shot and came off kind of slow. There was no rib injury or anything with
No,
it?
I know it hurt him there because he missed a couple plays later for it, but no, he checked out good this week, and he's not on here.
Is there a chance Ricky can play on Monday?
Yes, there is a chance. He's doing a lot better today than he was on Monday, and extra day will help, so he's got a shot.
McCaffrey has a chance to break Roger Craig's single-season record for most catches by running back. What does that record mean to you, I guess, or historically, and then what kind of accomplishment would that be for Christian?
I honestly haven't thought about it. I mean, Roger Craig's such a hell of a player and cool guy from the past with all those stats. But I mean, remember we had one time I was with a running back who broke a record for the most catches in a game. I think it was like 14, but it was for like 50 yards, which meant the quarterback was going to the check down way too much. So felt differently there. I don't feel that way necessarily with Christian. He's had some big plays as number one down the field. He's also had some huge checkdowns. He's also takes the ball a ton as our runner. So it's been an unbelievable year for Christian so far. So it's cool to get any records that he has to go with it.
What do you see from Phillip when you turn on the tape?
I mean, he is a little bit older, so might not quite be as fast. Might not quite be able to throw it the same distance that he used to, but you don't know that for sure because you don't get to see it exactly on tape. But I see a guy who knows how to play the position as good as anyone. I think he had 27 throws in that game, and every ball goes to the exact right spot. He attacked their coverages great. He played against a very good pass rush and was able to get rid of the ball. He's one of the best quarterbacks I've ever watched, and he definitely helped that team.
You mentioned that he was on some of those Zoom meetings, I think, in 2022. What was that like? How often was he on a meeting, and was he just kind of lurking in the background?
Yeah, he was just, it wasn't, I mean, I didn't talk to him that much, just at the beginning, and would check in with him every couple months and then towards the end, but he was just staying with it just in case it was needed and in case something changed. And I mean, he was always in there, but no one really knew, so it was, as you said, lurking in the background. But he was always ready if the moment happened, and the moment didn't happen until the NFC Championship, but we didn't win, so never came to fruition.
When you're coaching a game and someone like Christian's like on the verge of maybe doing 1,000 again, do you even hear about that stuff? Does somebody feed you information if one of them milestones are getting close, or do you not even want to hear it?
No, people have fed it to me in the past, and I didn't react that well, so they're hesitant to feed it to me. If the game was out of hand or something, I'd love to know something like that, like to help someone out or something, but you don't know that really. Like, I know it if I'm prepared for questions and stuff, but when you chase things like that, I've learned the hard way and been a part of people who've learned the hard way doing that, and you hope it comes naturally. But if there's ever a time that you're going to help someone, whether it's get a bonus, a record, or anything like that, that's something we always want to do. I know KB's 1 yard away from his bonus, but the fact that he spun on that screen at the last deal of the game, I said it's on him, but we should be able to get one more.
Isn't that to you?
Everyone has.
Back in 2022, was Phillip only coming here if he was starting?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, did you want him to come here as a backup so that he potentially could have been available if Brock got injured in game?
Yes, but I don't think it was like that. I mean, he wasn't, just like I'm sure it wasn't with Indy. I mean, I don't know what happened with Indy, but I mean, he was enjoying life with the son and doing those things, still working out. And when we lost two of our guys and we had one left, that was when the talks became real. Josh Johnson came and got used to being our backup and stuff, so we were all right in the backup role. But he was always working and planning for the opportunity that if he needed to start.
What is it about the NFL and the quarterback position where a 44-year-old with diminishing physical skills can have more success than a 22-year-old with all the physical skills in the world?
Because when you go against defenses, like, it's very rare, especially, I mean, you just pick up Seattle last week. You're not going to run away from something like that. You don't out-athletic ever a really good defense, very rarely, or you have to be, you know, so on elite level, like someone like Vic or you know, Lamar or something like that, just to athletically run away from teams. You got to be able to get rid of the ball, and to be able to get rid of the ball is it's a unique talent that doesn't. Just some people have it and some people don't. Whether it's vision, whether it's arm throwing angles, whether it's mental processing, like whether it's just your feel and clear mind in the pocket. But when things are moving fast at an elite level, you don't. Athletically, it's really hard to get away from those guys. It's about getting rid of the ball and letting someone else do it.
What's your level of concern with the run defense right now?
I mean, yeah, it hasn't been good enough. We know we need to do better, especially with the challenge coming up this week with such a great running team. I mean, I can sit here and make excuses for stats and things like that, but it hasn't been good enough. So we work on it schematically. We work on it individually with players and stuff like that, and we're hoping we can have a better showing this week in it.
It's Taylor in that run game. So successful.
I mean, one, they have a great O-line. They have, to me, as good of a group of receivers as far as they have all the elements of, they all have size to block, they have speed, and they all have very good hands. Their tight end's very good, so they're very good around them. And then you just look at the back. You know, you got a 4-3 back who has the weight to run people over, who can break tackles. I mean, and he's been doing it for a long time. So anytime you have a natural running back who gets to the right holes and has great vision, but also has elite talent with a great supporting cast around him and a very good scheme. You know, Shane's always done a real good job in the run game and pass game. So, I mean, they got all of it going.
How closely will you be watching the Thursday night game tonight?
Not much at all. Like, it's Wednesday to us, and Wednesday would be really tough for me to watch TV until later, until when the game's over. So we won't see much of it.
Coach, with the win and you're in scenario, you know, early in the season, I'd ask questions and there were always hypotheticals. There are no more hypotheticals. You guys win, you're in. With all the injuries you've had to overcome, what does this opportunity mean to you and the team?
I mean, getting into the playoffs was our first goal. So we have an opportunity this week to do it. And if we don't, we'll have an opportunity the next 2 weeks also. But it's, you know, when you look at that, all the things that are up in there and the things that can change, we also have an opportunity not get in the playoffs by not handling our business in any of these 3 games. So, you know, I talked to the team the first time this morning in a couple of days, and the only thing we talked about was the Colts.
What does Anarumo's defense look like when you watch him on film?
Very good. You know, it definitely, you know, very, you know, they'll probably get Buck back this week, but you can see why their team was rolling. You know, I know it was tough for them losing Sauce, losing Mooney, and losing Buck. When you lose 3 of your best players, it is tough to keep at the level they were playing, which takes their numbers down and stuff to a degree. But when you turn on the tape, I think it's one of the best defenses we've seen this league this year. They're, I think, number 1 versus the run, at least in yards per carry. They stopped that very well. Lou's always had very good zone defenses and mixes it up with pressure on you half of the time. So he puts a lot of pressure on you in the pass game. They stop the run game, and that usually leads to turnovers and stuff. So, and I know they're going to get some guys back this week, but regardless, I see one of the best teams we've seen on tape.
Was Buckner, just in terms of what you guys, when he was here in your first couple of years and what you established, and is he still playing, before the injury, was he still playing it?
Yeah, Buck looks like the same guy to me. Buck was huge for us. Such a stud of a person when we got here. He was a dude who just did things the right way, just to me naturally. That must come from how he was raised coming out of college, whatever it was, but he did things the right way from day one. Such a good talent. One of the main reasons we had such a good, started with him on the D-line in 19, and was very grateful for my time here with Buck.
We've seen Nick Martin running on a side field last week or so. I mean, has he reached a stage in that protocol that he just can't get past? Is he still exhibiting symptoms of the concussion?
Yes, that's why he's in the protocol. I don't get too much in the details of the protocol, but there's so many things. You can feel normal and everything, and if you have one deal of a headache or standing up and you get dizzy, or I'm not getting into particulars with him, but light could hurt you randomly one time, and once that happens, and then it's a step back. So it's really nice that we're completely taken out of it, but the protocols and stuff that those guys go through are pretty intense, and you got to clear in every way.
A couple more.
IU question. I mean, it seems quite clear. Well, you know, we don't know exactly all the details, obviously, but it seems clear that he played a role in getting it to this point where he's no longer with the team. Do you look back, whether personally or just organizationally, and like, since the time he signed that extension, have any regrets or like, maybe we could have done this or done that or handled this better?
I mean, didn't get to hang out around Ayuk much since he tore his ACL in Week 7, I think, versus Kansas City. So he's been trying to get him back to our team really since then, and haven't been able to pull that off. So haven't totally had the opportunity to get him part of our team. He's been extremely distant since he got hurt, and was hoping it would happen once he got healthy, but it never happened.
You look, I mean, yeah.
I don't look at anything right now but our football team, playing the Colts, what we have going now, not stuff that I haven't thought about since July.
There was that period where he was on the field for training camp and before games. It looked like he was wanting to be here, but was there more going on behind the scenes that we didn't understand?
I think, obviously.
What have you seen from guys like Gifford and Neal on special teams this year?
I think they've been awesome for us. Studs, both of them. Neal's been, to me, one of the better players in the league at his role. Gift's been huge at it, and he's also filled a good role for us on defense.
Anything else, guys?
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.